because I was You got here quick. Hey, Miss B. It's my time. It's Miss B. It's my time. You got up here quick. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Happy August. Do, 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 do. We got 153 days left, which equals 8 in the year of 8. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. For you guys. I accepted your request. That's an idiot. Hey, Brenda 313. What up, though? Hey, look who I got with me tonight.
Hey, back I'm from Texas. I'm from DFW. They call me Steve Kerr back there.
Did they? You thought I was going to hop on Master's Live? I didn't even know Master was on live. We don't, when we be coming on lives and stuff, like, when I tell y'all, well, this one is planned. Like, we said we were going to come at this time. But, like, when y'all catch us on live and stuff, like, it's just the atmosphere at that time. Like, we never
Yep.
know when we're going to come live. I didn't know Master was on live, but okay.
I didn't either.
That part. What up, though? How's it going in Texas? It's good. It's hot, but it's good.
Yeah, DFW. Yeah, that's where I'm from, guys. Born in Arlington. Born and raised over there.
Oh, so
Uh,
I know what it
my
is.
whole life. Yeah. So you're out in Houston, right?
Yes. I'm in the
Yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
You're very brave. I'll tell you that.
I like it.
Very. It always gets every couple of years. It just gets demolished by by the uh by the weather.
Yeah, you know, but God always positioned me just right. Like, we did lose power last time, but I didn't lose the roof on my house. You know, did no
Right.
trees fall on my car, so you know.
Right.
But yeah, I was led to move here off of a dream, so I moved here.
Right. Well, I'm really glad you're in Texas because Texas, they really do be following the law. They really do be, actually upholding
Don't
our rights. And
that
so, yeah. So if you're going to be doing what we're, all the stuff we're talking about, guys, in our content in our classes, Texas is definitely the place to do it.
definitely, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know if you guys have heard the new changes with mortgages, but for you mortgage brokers out there, I feel bad for you guys that they took away the automatic commission, and that if the buyer don't want to pay extra, then they're basically working for nothing.
Yep.
Um, and even to see a house now, and it starts August the 17th, even to see a house, like, you can just find a house online, call up a ref, and hey, I want to see this house. They let you go see it. Not without a contract now, but us on this side know why they need a contract, right? Like, we know what it is.
Yep.
But I feel really bad, but they are really trying to push out us not owning anything so that all the big corporations can own all of the houses,
Yep.
and I've been saying it for
That means
years.
y'all need to go private market, dude.
Yep.
Like it's gonna cost you less to just get the what I forget the name of that NRMS system,
Yeah,
the
the
real estate.
MLS. Yeah, the
Yeah,
MLS system.
just get that. It's gonna cost you less just to get it yourself
Yep,
and just look up the properties yourself.
that part. Why can't we see Miss Lady? Y'all can never see Miss. I don't ever show my face on lives. I don't know.
Yeah,
I want nobody make no voodoo doll with my face on there, sticking some pins in it. They gonna do nothing but stick your ass back messing around with me. I'm protected, y'all, but still.
yeah, for real. I mean, look, I'm all the way over here on the other side of the planet, so I can be a little more confident. So let them stay low key the way they need
Yeah,
to. I really appreciate you bringing me on here. I
absolutely.
and coming on before a lot of y'all here that were not on the last live that we did. She actually came on my live. All because some guy wanted to complain about something he didn't know how good he had it. So we're going to be talking about that today, and I really want to thank Tamika so much and thank her past family for embracing us and giving us a chance. So I will let you say what you want to the people. I really
No,
appreciate it.
Not a problem. Rob, Little Africa, you got the gift of gab. I do. I've had it since I was a kid, and I can sell oil to an Arab. No disrespect to any Arabs, like, hey y'all, but yeah, it's a gift, that God gave me. So, but yeah, we are here today to talk about audits. Okay, I've been saying for a minute, and I was looking for a reputable company that can provide you guys with audits that are factual, audits that will assist you, and we have that now. Okay, so not only do we have that because they care so much about the movement and the respect that they have for the Path to Freedom family, they have even given you guys some heck of a discounts. Okay, on audits that has been proven to get you settlements. It has helped people in mortgage cases, car cases, credit card cases. They are able to look up court cases for you. These audits have helped with court cases as well. Um, Anything that you need an audit for. The key is that to have an audit, but you need to know what to do with it, right? So they are also providing a service that can help you understand what the audit means, break things down, and how to get the remedy and which it is that you're seeking and the recourse that you are going to take once you see that you're pooled with $1 billion worth of audits, right? That blind belong to you. It also helps in the twofold because those of that will be in the class this weekend and it will be made to the public. When you're filling out those 1099Bs and for the barters, if you have the QSIP number, you don't even have to have the full amount because they're pooled. So it may be you and 15 other contracts up under that QSIP number, but the IRS is your friend. You can submit the 1099B without an amount on there, but if you got the QSIP number, guess what the IRS gonna do? They're gonna go dig in that account and find what belongs to you and pay you. Okay, and then make that company have to in turn um, pay the taxes that they have been avoiding. Right, Auntie Block who I need to block.
Let's see.
It's always don't buy an audit from her. She's scamming. Well, you're not buying an audit from me because I don't have audits. And G Liddy Live, I've never even seen you before. So guess what? I guess I will block you. Like that's crazy. I don't do audits. That's not my forte. I've been looking for people to do audits. Sean never sent me a Q-Tip. I don't work with Sean. I've never worked with Sean. So if Sean never sent it, I do apologize for that. And that is part of the reason why I never worked with Sean because the artist just did not look right to me, and I never endorsed them. So I'm sorry that Sean did never give you your Q-Tip number as well. You Brendan feels bad as well too for people. Um, that child took advantage of. So there's even something in there. He got blocked, y'all. There's even, I've never went through Auntie for my audit because I've never done them. But anyway, y'all. So I
Yep.
want to cut the comments off for a minute because y'all can be very distracting. Hold on. Okay, so the comments are off. We want to let you guys know because the time is of the essence. We have 153 days left in this year. We already
Right.
know what they're about to do with the system. Um, there's a lot of changes that's about to happen that a lot of people are not even aware of, and we want to make sure that you are protected, right? And having your QSIP number to a bond that belongs to you, it's time to come collect, so it makes it a lot easier. I do know that sometimes buying artists can be very expensive depending on who you go through because it is a lot of work, right? Like they have to dig into the Bloomberg terminal and not just dig into it. They have to know what they're looking at, what they're looking for to make sure that they're giving you accurate information. So I have been with Brendan, and he decided to lower the price for you guys. And this is a half family discount. Okay, you have to put in certain discount codes, which I will link them into my bio in order for you to receive those discounts. Now, if you've already paid for the class because you were on our live the other day, um, they will do something special for you guys for that. There is a class that they are holding him and the audit company will be, and this is a 2-day class on the 9th and the 10th, and it shows you how to enforce the audit that you have. Okay. There are several different tiers of an audit. If it's just a car or this, that, and the other, a basic QSIP audit would be good. If you're in court, you facing foreclosure, or you have a mortgage, that is when you would want to go to the full audit to get a lot more information. So I will let him explain the different tiers as well as the discounted price that will be given out to the past family. And like I told y'all, it's all hands on deck. And I asked God, I asked the universe, I said, bring me some hands so that we can put them all together. And between Creditogenics and the CPA and then now the audits, because those audits, there's no disputing that. The reason I never went with another company before is because I wanted the secondary audit information. That is in direct violation of the SEC, is in direct violation of the prospectus, and having that makes them want to settle with you quicker because now you can prove that they showed it on the secondary market when they weren't supposed to because it's a direct violation, right? So we do
Yep.
have that now. Okay, I have a copy of every last one of these audits. I know what they look like. I know what they entail, and I know that they are the real deal. And because of that, I'm now going to back them. When I back somebody, I bring them on. I tell y'all, I'm backing them in the work that they're doing because we got to get it together, and it's time for us to claim our abundance and our birthright, right? So I'll let him explain the different tiers of the audits, what it is that you get, as well as the beautiful discounts that the PATH family will receive because of this. Go ahead, Brenda.
Thank you very much, Shamika. First of all, let's get the effect in here. I'm really glad to have you guys working with us. Um, so I'll be very brief. Okay, first we'll talk about the different kinds of audits y'all can get. Now, uh, we will start with the basic QSIP search. Okay, the basic QSIP search, we're gonna find the pool that your security is being traded in. Okay, for a lot of y'all, if you're dealing with a car or really if you know what you're doing, that basic search is going to be sufficient for you, like Tamika was saying. Okay, now if you are in court, if you are dealing with your own court case, whether it's personally or it's a civil case, criminal case, you're dealing with foreclosure, you're dealing with a mortgage. You're either going to want to get the other two tiers we have. We have the secondary market data that's backed by an affidavit that's provided by our securities investigator with 10 plus years experience. Okay, so these guys are legit. They're prepared to testify if necessary. And then we have the full audit, which includes both the basic and that advanced secondary market data that we just talked about. And it also includes a rundown of any assignments that were or were not done. It also includes any UCC filings that may or may not have been filed. It's a lot of the stuff that you guys were supposed to get from those old audit reports. You're going to be getting on this one. All right, a brief description of the securitization process, but it's everything that you're going to need in order to actually enforce your claim, especially for those bigger ticket items like that. Okay, so you guys are going to be getting special discounts for all those things. You're going to be getting over $2,000 off of the full audits. You're going to be getting $300 off of the advanced uh, secondary market data with that affidavit, and you're going to be getting $80 off the regular QSIP search. Okay, and then to tie all of that together, because we're not just going to throw you guys the audits, because, you know, respectfully, a lot of people that are getting them are just throwing them at the company and just seeing what they're going to say, which we don't want to do that. Okay. We don't want to show our hand. We need to have our whole claim prepared before we get to that point. Okay. So, in order to help support and facilitate,
You froze. He's an India guy, so y'all know that the service there may not be as good as we have it.
all right, sorry about that. The router reset. So I'm back. Did I don't know if y'all heard we're doing a class. Okay, did you hear that
No,
part, Tamika?
it stopped you when you was like to tie it all in together. We're gonna show you guys how
Okay,
to
great.
utilize the
Well, the
reports.
cliffhanger, good little cliffhanger. To tie it all in together, we are offering a 2-day master workshop on how to actually enforce and use all this data. Okay. And the Pass family is going to be getting a special 15% off the class. Only the Pass family is getting this. Nobody else is getting it. Okay. So it's going to be $999.99 for the class. All right. The audits we usually do them at 6,000. That's how powerful they are. We're giving y'all $2,000 off the audits. The advanced QSIP, the secondary market data with the affidavit, that's going to be 2,200. And the standard QSIP report, we're bringing it down from 444 to 365. Okay, we are going to highly recommend that when you guys get the class, that you have a report ready. And if you guys get any of the audits or the reports, they're all going to be ready before the class. The class is going to be on the 10th and the 11th from 12 to 4 Eastern time. Okay. And we're only going to do this one time. We're only doing this class once. Me and the lead investigator, who's also going to be co hosting with me and teaching the class, we were talking about it for a little while, and we decided that this is something that should only be done once, and we're going to be doing a hiatus after this class because we don't want our affidavits to get saturated and for it to be super dispersed to all these companies where they start figuring out how to counter what we're doing. So we're really encouraging you guys to get in on this, and we're really thankful to Tamika for trusting in us. She was able to see all the work that we put into these reports. These were the things that Tamika was actually looking for in the past. This is what she'd been looking for with all the previous companies. And there were some previous companies many years ago that offered this, but something has happened to where they don't offer it
I
anymore.
think
So this
they
is literally.
paid them. I think they paid them off because that is the original company. When I started telling people getting audits, my first audit came from them. It was CFLA, I think that it was called.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, they were slamming. You could send one of them audits immediately. They was like settlement, 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 right?
Hmm.
Uh, and then they
Yep.
went out of business. And then when I started to look for more, nobody was able to give me what I was looking for. And you guys know, I'm not going to refer anybody that's not going to give you something that I'm not going to use myself. I'd rather just tell y'all I don't know before I just throw anybody out there to you guys, because there's no point in getting the audit if you don't understand it. There's no point in getting the audit if the QSIP is not correct, right? And if they just gave you 15, 20 sheets of nothing but a prospectus. The good thing which made me go with Brendan and them, not only are they providing this service, but they're also giving you the support that you need when it is time for you to file for court and etc. Right?
Yep.
You don't need the affidavit until you flat out got them in court. Now, if you're in foreclosure in a court now, you will want the full audit, right? But if you're
Yep.
just starting off, start off with the basic audit. And the good thing that we have discussed is, say you get a basic audit, right? But you feel or you think that now that you need the full audit, the amount that you paid for the basic audit, they will take that off of the amount to do the full audit for you. Okay.
Correct.
Companies ain't out doing that. They're not. And it was another company that I was talking to, because I've been looking for a company since I told y'all a couple months ago from the last guy. And I had one company, very good company, very good reviews, but he was like, yeah, an audit is 10,000. I said, who you think about to give you $10,000 for an audit, right? So
Man.
it's definitely worth it. But even with that, I negotiated with them to talk you guys' price down for the Path to Freedom family, right? So you can start off with the basic audit if that's what you need. Like we said, if you're dealing with a mortgage or if it's court, you absolutely want the full audit, along with the additional steps that you'll need to enforce, along with the foundation that you've already gained through Path to Freedom to be able to do what you need so you can get a check, right? Because it's all about getting them checks, getting your money back.
Yep.
And we have the service now, so I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for you putting us on, and you're absolutely right about that. There are attorneys who do this, guys. They're going to charge you $20,000, $30,000 to do what we're providing to you, like the exact same thing. Because the main thing is that data, that secondary market data, and then we point out the violations, right? So the affidavit is also for your information. We're actually telling you this, what we found, this is the violation. That's what you want to go for. So it is not just for you to figure out, and it's not just a description on how they securitize your contracts. Okay, that everybody can just use ChatGPT or Google and figure that out. We don't need, you don't need to pay somebody to tell you how that works. Okay, but to, you know, to pull the actual, we're also getting it to you straight off the terminal. Even if you get a regular a basic audit, a basic QSIP search, we're still giving you 4 to 5 screenshots off the terminal. So that way it is bona fide, and that you can rest assured that we're not just making up pools, because there's a lot of these QSIPs are also just not correct. And I will say this, and my lead investigator wanted me to tell this to you guys, that if you have an audit from Sean, okay, or any of these other companies which we have determined are not up to snuff, that are not up to standard, we're going to offer you guys for $1,000 flat. We're going to take those reports. We're going to get you the secondary market data that you were supposed to get, and we're going to back it up with the affidavit. Okay. Now, if you if we find that even the QSIP and everything about the whole audit is off, then we'll have a discussion on how we're going to correct that, because we're literally going to have to run a whole new audit. But as long as the actual QSIP is correct, that's in the audit, we can provide the secondary market data, and we can provide the affidavit to back it up for just $1,000. So that way, and you have someone backing it. That way, you don't have to start over from scratch. So we really want to make sure you guys are getting the help that you need. Like, we really, really want to help you guys. We really want to make sure that you're actually able to stand on both your feet when making your claim against these financial institutions, and to not get discouraged.
And then
Okay.
the good
And
thing
then,
about it too, that say that you get a company that want to take you all the way to court. Well, if you have one of the advanced audits, you have a witness, a expert witness
mm-hmm,
that can then come in and say that everything that's on that CUSA report is correct. And normally when you get to that point with a company that you now give them your audit, because you don't give it to them, I mean, the affidavit, you don't give them the full thing, that they see that you have an expert witness. At that point, they be trying to backpedal, like, no, can we just do a settlement conference for this?
yep.
Right? Because it's not just a he say, she say. It's not just they just grab these papers. Oh, we got somebody, and y'all know the powers of affidavits that can literally come in and testify on your behalf. I mean, it's a win-win-win situation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they do not want the smoke, because if that's on public record of what they're doing, it's game over for the company. Like, the company literally is going to have to shut down, like, because they're committing securities fraud, quite literally. This is not this is not just saying it's fraud because it was unconscientiable. It literally, we got one set of data here that is showing on the computer what they're actually doing, and then they have what they're putting on their registration statements with the SEC, which is completely different. You can't get around that. Like, it's plain cut and dry. So this is not rocket science, and we're going to be showing you exactly how to enforce it in the class. So the class, we're going to be showing you, we're going to show you the concepts around how the taxes work. We're going to be showing you the how you can use these 3-letter agencies to enforce it, how to actually make your claim so that you don't even need to go to court and arbitration. You can skip that part. But if you do need to go to those arbitration or court, how to navigate that properly. We're going to be showing you the whole thing in the class, and we're only doing it one time. Okay. If we do a replay or don't do a replay, we haven't decided yet. We want to make sure you guys get in. Okay. Now, I've talked to some people. If you're out of town or whatever, just get in the class. You're going to get taken care of. Don't worry. All right. Everyone who's getting in the class, you're going to have access to it. But we're not trying to push this to be something that's, you can just pay a little subscription for. This is something that the people who are serious, who are ready to take that next step, we want you to take that step, and we want you to take that step with confidence. So I'm really, really looking forward to helping you guys with this. This is something I've been doing for years. Just recently, I used this same data to get a client. He'd been doing a stint up in Long Island jail, in the county jail. He'd been up there for 6 months. As soon as I came in and we got that data, and all I told him to say to the judge was, "Hey, Your Honor, I respect the IRS. All right. I need to make sure that we respect the IRS and its processes. And that's all he had to say. And we had filed in chambers about what we were going to do with the taxes and what we were going to do with the securities data that we found. The judge literally told the bailiff, I command you to release this man immediately. He was released and they leaving him alone.
Because y'all know, as I told you guys, they get their check from the IRS and they're evading their employer, right? And now y'all
Mm-hmm.
know that every court case is nothing but taxes. It's a tax case, right? So that, along with everything else you guys have learned, there is no reason that people are not winning. You got 153 days left in this year to win, and you have been fortunate and abundant enough that you in the right timeline, that the pieces that you need to secure yourself via the trust, secure yourself via making sure that everything has been transferred over to your trust. Your trust is, done properly. And then now you're able to know what fund your contract has been to. So not only can you get paid from the company, because now I'm coming at you, right? Especially if you're in the class. And when you learn how to do that 2848 and that 56, you can claim your own CUSIP number with the 1099B, because now you have the CUSIP number and you know it. There's no more guessing game. If you're not showing a CUSIP number on the IRS terminal, guess what? That means that they never reported it. If you checking on your ID me and you like, I don't have no 1099Bs, guess what? They ain't reported it, but guess what? You have to report it. And if you have the proper information to be able to report it, like y'all always asking them people, let me get the other side of the accounting and blah, 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 and I don't ever want to get it. Well, now that you have it, and then you back that up, once you get it, you fill out that 2848 and you immediately revoke all years, all terms on them. So now that CUSIP number 100% belongs to you. Then you file your 1099B and your OID, which they're going to be also showing you in their class next week. We're showing you made it into the trust class this week, and the assistants will be there via the CPA to help you file those proper taxes. Come on, y'all. We have, what's this month? We got two. We already started a quarter that started in the beginning of July, right? So you got one
Mm-hmm.
more left in the quarter. So you got a 1.5 of a quarter left to collect the bag. Or and this is the best time to do it now, because they are scrutinizing all corporations, which includes us in our all capital letter name. That's why these companies are folding very, very, very quickly, because they know that the IRS is about to come in and audit them, right? So
Yep.
that the company won't put it off on you, like they're going to try to do with the beneficial ownership. Like, well, he's the beneficial owner and you ain't benefited nothing all year. Now it's time to correct that. It is time for these companies to have to pay the taxes they have not paid, and you get a treasury check in the mail because of it, right? And
Right.
now you have the additional piece that you need, which is the CUSIP number, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
take over power of attorney over, because you're going to have your living estate trust set up. So when you fill out that 2848, you're taking over power of the all capital letter name that they made. Because guess what? When you take that power back over, now it's your duty to file your 1099s. It can't say, oh, Wells Fargo was supposed to do it. Now it's on you to have to do it, right? And it's time for these companies to have to pay. So y'all know I don't endorse many people. I just be like, but this was a prayer that I asked for, as helping those in the PAPS family. I asked God, I say, send me what I need, who I need. Because y'all see in this space, people don't want to collaborate. This ain't my first time trying to collaborate with people, right? But guess what? It
Right.
wasn't time. But now it's time. It's time. And that's why y'all will see me somewhere on the live or this, that, and the other. I'm not trying to learn how to do audit reports, okay? That's
Right.
not my specialty. I don't go learn people's shit and then come back and try to teach y'all. No, I learn what I learn on my own and what I need, and I stick to what I know. I know what I know, and y'all see it work. But I know what's
Yep.
going to help it work more. Them audit reports, y'all, you can't, and the foundation, you can't do nothing but win, right? Tell them all the different type of things you can get an audit on, including your birth certificate account. Yes, they can get the audit ran on that. So tell them all the different contract securities that you can get audits on.
Yep. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Anything your social is attached to can be audited. All right. So we got, of course, the standard, mortgages, car loans, credit cards, your bank loans. But then you also have your bank accounts. Okay. You also have your birth certificate. You also have your social security card, your driver's license, your marriage license, your court case. Okay. You can even run we can run foreign securities as well. So if you got a birth certificate in another country, if you're in another country, you got a loan in another country, you got a birth certificate in another country, as long as it has the financial system that everybody uses in that country, it's not some, remote African country or some, it's not like Mongolia or something. As long as it's not one of those places, you can get anything that's attached to your tax ID number. You're out in Australia and you got a birth certificate, that can be run.
Number,
So literally anything.
anything. So for all of my out of the, people, I do have some people in Australia. For my people that I have in Canada, and you like, what can we do? What can we do? I told y'all I was looking for that too. So here y'all go, because the foundation of it is the same, and the backup is violations. Because even in
Mm-hmm.
our IRS building here, on one of the floors, if I'm not mistaken, it's the fourth floor. That's the Canadian division, right? Because you have to remember that all of these companies are registered as foreign. So they are trading within the other foreign markets. And now you're able to see that, right?
Yeah.
So it's an amazing thing for you guys to utilize this to be able to help you on your journey to getting your birthright back of abundance. It is time. It's time spiritually and naturally, and that's why things are just falling together the way that they are so quickly. None of this was planned. Like literally, for y'all that wasn't here, because I took the post down because I know people will misconstrue things. But once we got it handled, I took the post down. But
Right.
we came to this. We had one conversation before, and it was meant for him to have that because he was about to get swindled, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So that was meant, but because of a irate email that I got, we are here today, right? Master the
Mm-hmm.
same way. They tried to start something. Me and Master got to talk. We like, wait a minute, we on the same team. Like, here we go, let's go. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying? So the time is now. If you have been praying and asking, petitioning, manifesting, whatever you call it, that you get a breakthrough in the things that are happening. You already know from my page, we over here getting it. Ain't nothing I'm over here saying is a lie, and the stuff work. Sometimes you got to keep pushing for it to work. It does, but it's like a locked door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, and if you keep turning the key, even if it gets stuck, but you keep turning it, eventually it's going to unlock that door, because guess what? You never stopped. Now you're getting the additional people, because there's a lot of people now that y'all are brand new to this. It is some of y'all that still on kind of don't believe it, which is why I put them
Right.
Camilla posts up. I wanted to see where y'all mind was. I don't even vote. I don't give a damn what color that lady is. Okay? But I wanted to see the mind of the people that's following me. Y'all that knew me knew it was a test. Y'all that's new, I knew. Some of y'all ain't never commented before in y'all life, but y'all on that post, I'm like, y'all looking at the wrong thing. But I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see the body of people that is following me, because we're about to move fast. And if it leaves me, y'all hear me say it all the time, if it leave me with 10 people, leave me with the 10 strongest people. So some of y'all still got it like, well, I kind of believe this, but I really don't believe this. You 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like the words say, either be hot or cold, but lukewarm, I will spew you out. Figure out what side you are. Are you on the left or are you on the right? And I ain't talking about political, but I will tell you that left means to bring in and right means to let go. If you just really want to know spiritually about left and right, right? That post wasn't put
Mm-hmm.
up. I don't vote, so I don't care who you vote for. But I will say this: if you're on this movement, baby, you better choose wisely. If you vote and you're on my page, that means you're trying to get free. You better choose wise. Stop looking at people, stop looking at color, stop looking at who it is, and see what it is that they're trying to do and make your decision. That was the point of my post that I put up, because I can care less if she white, green, blue, or brown. Right? Trump, I don't care if he like black, don't like black. Guess what I do care he don't like? He don't like the FDIC. He don't like the Department of Education. He
Mm-hmm.
don't like the state giving qualified immunity. Y'all better learn the difference in what federal immunity and qualified immunity is. He don't like the state got that. Take it back federal so they can stop killing these people. If y'all really knew what it meant. So I don't care what color he likes. I don't care if he like females, males, dogs, cats, or rabbits. But I know I read it. The man don't like the fact that we can't say where our kids go to school at. That man don't like the banks doing what they're doing and that the FDIC is helping them. And
Yep.
that the reason y'all do FTC reports and FCC reports is because they took it away from presidential overrule. So now they just doing what they want and acting like the CFPB, like we ain't giving them nothing. That's why it's not working. So
Mm-hmm.
the post was a test, y'all. And a lot of y'all passed it, but some of y'all failed it. And all I'm gonna say is my heart is going to cry out to you because you're still 1 foot in and 1 foot out. This spiritual fight is naturally and spiritually, y'all. But I
Mm-hmm.
will say on the spiritual level, I know how to tap in. And I ask for people like Brendan, because I'm one person. I say, come on, send me, I need all hands on deck. Y'all been hearing me say, I'm gonna get a shirt that's gonna say all hands on deck on there because we need all hands on deck right now. So that we
Mm-hmm.
can now make a difference. Marching ain't doing it. They don't care about none of that shit. They harvesting our energy. Every time you march down the damn street, talk about free the people. No, free yourself, free your mind, and the rest will follow, baby. Y'all don't know
Alhamdulillah.
how much I be wanting to give up. I be wanting to give up. I be wanting to be like, oh my God. It hurts me to see people not reading. It hurts me to see people misinformed, but you're not doing what it takes to be informed. But even with all that, I said, I'm gonna give you what you want and gave me all hands on deck. And this is another hand that is in the deck to be able to help you guys get where it is that you need to get. So if it's meant for you, do it. If it ain't, then okay. But you gonna get your house in order together now, or you gonna cry later. Okay, and I'm telling you,
Yes.
these people is about to pull. This is. Oh my God, this gonna be in the history books. But now, what end of this history are you gonna be on? The one that got your wealth back, or the one that's crying talking about, damn, I should have got my trust. She said get the trust, but I ain't believe her. This, that, and the other. No, y'all, no.
Mm-mm.
I'm very excited. And then we talked about the Shine thing. We all like, damn, we want to help these people. If it ain't right, let them fix it so that you can go back in and do what you got to do. And the key is to teach y'all how that when you first get your QSIP, whether it's basic or whether it's full advanced, that the documentation and the letter that you write to these companies, because if y'all read your contracts while y'all throwing people automatically in arbitration, taking people automatically court, you agreed that you would try to settle with them first. But if you send them the right stuff, you don't give it all to them. But if your documentation is structured properly, they'll be asking you to do what's called a settlement conference. And they gonna make you sign an NDA. I keep telling y'all that. But I would rather hear them say, come on, let's do a settlement conference, or no, let me call your bluff and see how far you're going to take it. We don't
Yep.
want to do that, guys. So having that key piece is your proof. You know what they say, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. Now you're able
Yep.
to prove it. I say get to proving it, y'all.
Absolutely. Oh, it's a fact, y'all. And we're gonna have all hands on deck. Okay. I really like that phrase. So Tamika will have later on, she's gonna have all the links for you guys. Okay, so that you guys can get access to the discounts and everything like that. Right now it's all been through the DM, but try not to get flooded too hard. So we're gonna have it set up for you guys so where it's listed very easily for you. So I'm gonna let her take care of that. Okay, but I see a bunch of people are messaging me. Don't worry, guys. I see all the messages. I'm gonna get to you, but we want to make sure that you guys get in and locked in because this is all for the Pats family. Okay, we're only doing this for y'all. We're not doing this for any other group because myself and my business partner have been we have been big. I don't like to use the word followers. We have been very much paying attention and taking heed to Tamika's instructions because she's coming at it from the right place. She's coming at it from a place of practicality. And that's what we're all about is being practical and things actually working. All right. And we've actually, we're not just touting the data. We actually have some wins. We got a 2023 Corvette that's literally the debt deleted, gone. They literally gave the payoff letter in 4 days. We had a $700,000 house. They literally sent them a payoff letter, said, just don't sue us and you can have the house. We've had open lines of credit, all right, be offered, just like what y'all have seen with the Amex, etc. We've had these companies offer open lines of credit based off of the claims that we're
And
making.
so, and this is the
I
thing,
just told you.
hold on, Brandon, because I know y'all like, well, where the receipts? When you are that at that caliber, y'all heard me say that word NDA. And I'm telling y'all now, when y'all start getting these settlements, y'all have to like, I know
Mm-hmm.
you're happy about it. You can call, you can text us and say, hey, it worked out. I got this, but you can't sell no specifics. You can't sell what company it is. If they gave you a certain amount, you cannot say, because trust me, they will be watching. This is the time that social media ain't supposed to be for social media, right? That is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you cried in private, but I'm going to bless you in private, and you better be private. And it's okay with that, y'all. It's
Mm-hmm.
y'all see me. I don't show myself because I ain't cute or no, because private. I'm private for a reason,
Yep.
right?
I
And
can
when y'all,
only do this confidently because I'm in India. I'm on the other side of the planet, man. They ain't coming out here. All
that
right.
part,
So, but y'all are in the battlefield. Y'all are in the trenches. So there's no need to expose yourself
that
unnecessarily.
part. So if you're in his DM, that's fine. But I'll tell you that if you go through his original link, you don't get the discount. Please let me post the discount codes,
Yep.
right? We as the Panther family gonna show up and show out. Even the class that he's having, I'm in that. I'm not teaching. I'm gonna be logging in just with y'all because I support everybody and I paid for it, okay, with no discounts. So please
Mm-hmm.
understand. I don't tell y'all to do nothing that I don't do myself. From the live the other night, I jumped right off of that live and I got on there. There are limited seating. Even though
Yep.
they're doing one live class, there will still be support if you need it,
Yep.
right? They're not just going to throw you away. At that point, you just got to get a consultation, or they'll
Yep.
create something else to replay or however to
Yep.
be able to help you. But the live class, that's it. But I am not teaching y'all. I am not teaching. I am not teaching. I am going to be one of y'all because y'all always know I'm always a student. If they got something that can better the way I'm going at these companies, you can't do nothing but keep getting stronger. That's like going to lift weights. Every time you lift weights, you get a little bigger, you get a little stronger. That don't mean that once you get your strongest, you stop. No, what else can I do? How much bigger can I get? You understand what I'm saying? Lower my
Yep.
BMI and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So all I'm saying is I'm very grateful. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We are in the greatest wealth transfer that we will, any of us that is living right now will ever see. And depending on where you end up and what you do today and in these last less than 153 days, don't y'all forget 3 days before Christmas, they're implementing that new system and they about to start levying. Why do you think you see so many people? I've talked to several tax professionals, okay? Not just my CPA. And they said they have never seen this amount of levy people getting letters in all of their years of doing taxes. They're preparing this system for the end of this year for these banks who have stolen from us, these corporations who have stolen from us, to now turn around and point the finger at us and say we the beneficial owners and we the one that didn't pay taxes. Can you imagine being out 2 days before Christmas trying to buy your kids and getting your last little stuff for your macaroni and cheese? Okay. Right? And your sweet
Mm-hmm.
potato pie. And you go in Walmart, or I don't shop in Walmart, y'all. If you go in Target, and swipe your card and it's locked up. And you like, wait a minute, I know I got money. So then you call Wells Fargo and then they be like, well, yes, ma'am. You know, we have been instructed by the IRS to levy your account for a tax for it because you owe taxes. Because that's what's about to happen. Don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught with your pants down.
Nope.
Because they
You gotta
coming.
get your account set up. Gotta get that 2848. Gotta get that Form 56 when you're dealing with them.
Got to get
Guys,
that trust set up. Got to get all of that done, y'all.
mm-hmm.
Like, in the words of T.I., expeditiously now. Expeditiously right now, because y'all that's been playing around, y'all didn't wait too long, especially if y'all been following me and had the answers. When I tell y'all all the answers is there, y'all keep looking at that check that I put up earlier, and I keep telling y'all she got the information from a free video that I have on YouTube called Discharge That Shit. I told y'all
Yep.
that you can give a gift to the treasury, and they are the gift that keep on giving. You get them a gift, they give you one. Well, damn it, let me say you one more. You know what I'm saying? You want to give me another gift? Because it's fair exchange. Ain't never been no robbery, right? Ain't that what they
Mm-hmm.
told us? So you gave them something, so they fairly gave you something back, and they gave you a little interest. Y'all see that interest on there? She did that on 315, which was at the end, right before the end of last quarter. I keep telling y'all about these quarters, right? So at the end of the quarter, they got to balance out the book at the end of the quarter. So they seen on her account that she had a negative 260,000. But wait a minute, she loaned us some money. So let us give her $1,700 in interest, and you can add that up from the time period because she sent it on the 15th. The check was wrote on 6/12. I mean 6/7, which is exactly 3 months. If you divide that amount by the 1754 and some change, it'll tell you the interest in which it is that they pay. Okay, baby, do y'all got that? And y'all got another quarter. So you got another quarter to figure it out because you got to figure that one out. The answer is
Right.
there, but you still got to do the work because I ain't giving them no routing numbers. I'm like, you go look for it. The answer is there. And it's
Yep.
crazy because one of my A1 students literally wrote on, well, she ain't even a student. She's a sister. My
Hmm.
A1 sister literally wrote where y'all can find the answer at. It's a comment on that post somewhere if they ain't took it down.
Wow.
Yeah, so the time is of the essence and time is not on our side. For real. I went out today and ordered me what's that look with the sand in there with the time that go down? What you call one of those things? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the hourglass.
Yeah, yeah. So I went and ordered me an hourglass and I'm about to set it because I need to see something.
Hmm.
Just like that dead clock is moving so close to the 12. Y'all went and looked at the dead clock because when the clock strikes 12, do y'all remember where that came from? It's over. And it's like
Yep.
right there kissing at it, like, mwah. So y'all get it together, okay, y'all? I will drop the links in my bio. Please, please, please pay attention to what you're getting. Please pay attention to the discount code. This discount code is only for the Pabs family. It's only for y'all,
Correct.
okay?
Correct. All right. So I'm in the DM.
So yeah,
You can also go to her as well. I'm gonna let her do that. Okay. I'll answer these as best as I can, but I'm only one man, and these thumbs get tired. Okay.
there you
but
go.
but yeah, I can't emphatically tell y'all enough that it is all divine intervention. It's all really divine timing because I never expected that all this was going to happen all at the same time. This started for me 5 years ago with my father. When my father was in prison, I told them to do the taxes on the bonds that they were trading, and it freaked them out so badly that they let him go in an hour. And I was like confused. I was like, what just happened? Why was he so angry and scared and upset and stumbling over his words? What did I invoke? Right? So I started doing some digging. That's when I found Tamika's page. And I've seen that video on YouTube. I can't believe, to be honest with you, look, fingers crossed, knock on wood, it's still up. You know what I'm saying? Like, video's still up. Like, y'all need to make sure that you download that thing. Like, you got to make sure that y'all keep a copy of that because I mean they've done it to Yusuf, they've done it to a bunch of the other influencers that have talked about this stuff. They do not keep that stuff on these platforms. So you guys are really, really lucky. Like, I cannot even begin to describe how lucky y'all are. So uh, yeah, please take advantage of it. She's gonna post everything. I'm allowing her to do it. That's best for her people. Okay. And now we're officially, just so you know, guys, we're officially past the freedom endorsed. Okay. We're
Yeah,
officially endorsed.
I wish I had a stamp where I could stamp it like USDA approved.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Blue.
come on, y'all. Blue, get your audits done and rock
Yeah,
out.
limited seating. We already have half of it booked up already. So y'all got to get booked in before, y'all remember what happened with Tamika's mortgage class. That stuff, when would you say it was booked? 7 minutes?
Yeah,
7 minutes. So y'all got to act.
that's why I got my
Okay?
seat last week. Okay, because I'm in the
Yep.
number.
Yep.
So, well, yesterday,
Yep.
the other day, but yeah,
Yep.
y'all, it'll give you what you need, so you won't go in blind. And when you need the extra backup, you got a authorized representative to speak on your behalf that what you have in your hand is true and what they're saying is false, not get you the check. But if you structure it properly, you shouldn't even have to get there,
Mhm.
right? You shouldn't have to get there at
Absolutely.
all. I will post, so the link will take you to his link tree, but I need to put up um, the discount code. So it'll
Yeah.
be a link.
In fact, if you want to, I don't know if you're right with it. If you want to turn on the comments, I can put it in here for for the people. people to do that, and then you can pin it so they have
There
it.
you go.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna post the discount codes for you guys to use. And let's go.
There you go. You can
Let's
pin that
go.
for them right there.
I'm waiting on it to pop up. Let's go, people. I'm so excited, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, I was getting like over this, but this has brought a different type of excitement because we can really help y'all on a totally different level. So if you see the pendant, snap a picture of it. I will put it on the page. Those are the codes that you use. And those are the codes that you use. Okay. So the standard audit, it was just the standard CUSA report that has the screenshots and etc. is $79 off. You're going to use PAFS 444. Okay. If you need an audit a little bit bigger than that because you need an affidavit, and like we said, those courts, this etc. Well,
Hmm.
courts, you need the full one. You do the CUSA 300 as your code for 300 off. Okay. Then you got the full forensic audit, which is audit 2000. You get $2,000 off of that. If you're going to take the class that is coming up on the 10th and 11th, right? Or 11 and 12.
The
Is it
10th and the
okay?
11th,
So on the
Saturday
10th,
and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, y'all do know it's Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
The class is 4 hours long on each day. Okay, you'll get $155.55 off that class. Okay, and you're gonna use PAVS Family. Look how it's spelled. You see it's in all capital letters. There you go. Y'all come on. I'm
Yep.
coming in there with y'all. Random self fakes affidavits. Ma'am, who are you people? Who are you people? And you look like a bot. Like your whole thing is avatar. Okay.
It's
So,
crazy. I'm getting
oh,
so many people following me, I can't even see the comments.
good.
It's just saying, "Dee, dee, dee."
Yes, y'all please go follow
So
him as well.
hopefully it's pinned for them and they can see it because all I can
Yes,
see is y'all coming through.
I pinned it. Nephew. Hey,
Auntie,
hey, do.
Yeah,
what's going
what's going on,
on?
gang?
I need to get in that class. Is what's going on?
Yeah, you do, brother. It's nice to meet you. I've seen many of you. When I first got on the TikTok, all people were doing was sending me your videos.
Really?
Yeah, I was getting it all the time, and I was just like, "Hey, this is cool and all, but how is it all these people are sending it to me at the same time?"
Yeah.
And then I saw the, and then I asked some of my friends. They told me the connection. I'm like, okay,
What
that's what I'm talking about.
What about the people with Sean's audit? Okay, so how are you going to do that? Are you going to create a link or something for that?
Yeah, well, I want to. So we're gonna have to do that. Let me ask my partner because we got to look at the audit to make sure that it's all not wrong. If we just need to add the data in the affidavit, that's one thing. But if the QSIP is wrong, like the pool's wrong, then we gotta do the whole thing. So we don't want them to pay us, and we have to come back and them saying, oh, actually, you need a whole new audit,
Right.
right? So
They have to
what I
look at
would
the
like,
audit first.
yeah.
They have to
So
analyze it
yeah,
first.
so if that's the case, guys, go ahead and in my link tree, just send me an email. That'll be the easiest thing to do for right now. But I'm gonna talk with my partner. We're gonna come up with a system to look at them, what we
Right.
want to do.
That way you're not
I'll
just
let him.
paying. They can let you know right then if so you're not wasting their time, they're not wasting yours. That I will make this comment because girls are about look at his affidavit. So let me explain to you guys this with the affidavit. So when you get the full audit report, the affidavit is going to have redacted names for the actual expert who did it, right? It is not
Mhm.
until you either have a court date that you have to go to or you're doing arbitration. You can send the company the redacted one and make sure you let them know. I'm not telling you who my person is right now unless we got to go all the way to court, and you have the right to do that, right? What
Right.
is that? What's that doing is if 500 people get an audit and everybody got the same affidavit, first of all, people can try to copy it. That's number one. But
Yep.
second of all, it's going to put that auditor on the radar, right?
Yep.
That expert for them to try. I'm telling y'all that last company they took away because of that. Okay, they took that person away because their name just kept showing up. So it's you not letting the left hand know what the right hand doing, and not just that. His team want to make sure that you ain't just hoarding papers. Like when you go to get the full unredacted audit, right? The affidavit, excuse me. When you go get the
Okay, here we go. I
when
can
you get the
see the comments. Sorry, hey, not to
uh,
interrupt you. You have pinned on here this comment by Ariel
oh
that it
Lord.
says that I sell fake
Oh,
affidavits.
oh no, let me put the other one back in
Yeah,
there. I thought I
here,
blocked her.
here you go. Yeah,
Thank you.
here you go.
It don't sell fake affidavits, but
Yeah,
that's why I'm
they're not
explaining it.
fake, guys.
No, so there, it will show redacted only
So there you go.
until
You can pin that one right there. You see that?
it didn't come up yet. So once you get the audit, say you file for arbitration and you show them the paper you filed for arbitration, then they're going to give you the full unredacted one,
Mhm.
right? But you may not even need it in the beginning if you develop your papers right. If you put the right information in there, they will fold. They will fold.
Right.
For you people that bought the class the other day because we were on live with each other, that 155.55 off will go towards a product. So if you
Yep.
get the basic audit and you bought that class before, which they can see, then they're going to take that 155.55 off of
Yep.
any audit report that you
Yep,
get. Okay.
I'm not gonna give that code publicly, but if you did, if you're coming from the past family and you bought it without the discount, just send me a message or an email and show me the receipt, and I'll give you the code to apply to the products. Okay,
So
so
somebody asks, what makes his audits real? Because they are actually being done by a Bloomberg specialist that has
correct.
proven their hours. They have the authorization to use the Bloomberg terminal. They are using the Bloomberg terminal. It goes through 3 different people being checked before it's ever sent to you to make sure that everything is done correctly on there. And I have physically seen them damn things myself. Okay. Like, and I know what I'm looking for. I know what's supposed to be on there. Okay. Have Shine on it with a Q-sip. Like he's for you guys that had that. Um, they did not give you your notification. Do you need yours redone, J Marie? Send me a message in my DM. I DM'd you too. Look at it. You might have looked at it. I just ain't really looked at it. I need you to send me that, okay? So
Yep.
that's what the difference is. The difference is Sean was trying to get me to work with him for a year, y'all. Mortgage audits online. Mortgage audits online is what I think it's called.
Yep.
He started at the beginning of last year. And when I tell y'all that y'all didn't see me one time say, come on, here it is, and I'm going to drop a link. Because I did not feel right at the audits because I know what I'm looking for. Because I know what needs to be in them. And it was not until I found the proper person. And I have been searching since I outed Sean. I told y'all, give me a minute. Like, I don't be forgetting, but I'm not just going to bring anybody in. Right? And I
Nope.
need them to be right. We don't have no time to waste. None. So that's the difference. They're going to get you what you need very
Yep.
quickly.
Absolutely. So if you need it redone, either reach out to Pat's. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna maybe figure out like an intake form or something. In fact, I can go ahead and make that. Let me go ahead while we're on here. I'm gonna make a little intake form for those who need to get their redone, and I'll put it in the link tree, and y'all can upload it, and then we will contact you, and we will tell you if, as long as it's correct, we'll honor that $1,000 offer, and we'll give you the secondary market data and the affidavit that you need. All right, so let
So
me go ahead and make that right now.
somebody say,
It only
do we
took,
need the class to utilize the Baker's Patch? No, you don't need the class at all to get a audit report. What the class is going to do is help you learn how to enforce it, right? If you
right.
know you're not strong enough to do what needs to be done, that's where that class will give you the tools that you need, depending on what institution you're going in to make your complaint, whether it's
Hmm.
straight to them, arbitration, or etc. That gives you the backup that you need. But no, just to get the CUSIP and the report seen where your stuff is being traded, no, you don't need the class. The class is just more reinforcement to help you. Now, once the class is over, because you couldn't make it or however, he will do consultations. You do consultations, right? Look at me just putting
Absolutely.
consultations. I don't do them. This is not my forte, y'all. Like I know what I'm
Yep.
looking for, and I know how to help you get that bread off of it. But this not me, right? So he'll do a consultation, or if they decide to drop a repay of their class, they will be there if you need the additional help to do reinforcement. If you've been with me for a minute and you got that foundation, you got the reinforcement. It's in
You
you.
do.
Yep, it's
Tell them.
required.
No, I'm gonna tell him because when it comes to getting settlement offers, and actually, even with the last person, the last receipt that I put up, one of the last ones, it was the $50,000 receipt. This person, I kid you not, has been commenting and watching me since I started my Ignorance Be Gone page. And when they hit them with that enforcement, you see, because I'm going to tell you what they did differently that most people miss is when they told them, oh, we don't take this payment or none of this stuff, they got smart and they said, well, guess what? I got a registered mail number. I know when I sent it. I know what the law says about how if I send a payment and if it's not credited on the day I send it, it's a problem. So what he did was opened up disputes for each payment saying, nah, here's the mail number. This is the date when it was sent. This is the date when it was delivered.
Yeah.
Y'all received all of my payments. Where is my credit?
Yeah.
And you know what they did? They turned around and gave it to him. Because let me tell you what happens is when you stick to what you know, whether it be in a court case, whether it be with any creditor that you're dealing with, when you stick to what you know, magically, all of a sudden, at a certain point, they start knowing what you're talking about. They start to understand, oh no, we have all your payments. We started an investigation. What has to happen is you have to go through the proper channels and talk to the proper people.
And make
But I even
sure you
posted a
send,
settlement offer
and make
that
sure
I got the other day.
and make sure that you send your stuff by the due date every month. So
Every month.
the receipt he's talking about is the Venmo, 41,000 on the page. He sent his thing to them every month for a year, right? Every month for a year, where he can track it. And when they say they don't have it, because it does have to be credited on the day that they get it. Why? Because as soon as the post office scans it, it is considered paid, which is why the post office is the head of the treasury. He opened up a billing error. We didn't told y'all how to stop y'all bills without it even being discharged yet. You send it, they say, oh, we ain't got it, we ain't sending it back. Open up a billing error dispute. Guess what? He did that for a year. He didn't have to pay for a year, and then he turned around and got paid. Y'all
Yeah.
see that?
Had it in a do not pay, do not collect for 90 days. And let me tell you, while they're doing that investigation, there's nothing that they can do to you. So when you have it in that state, you just keep on doing as you will. But that's why he won, because he didn't give up. I know people who would have given up 1 month, 2 months. You have to stick through it because they will credit you, but you have to know what you're talking about. And if you sound like everybody else, they will not listen to you. But the thing is, y'all have to understand what makes a billing error, right? Because that is the difference. It's not just, oh, everything is a billing error. Why is it a billing error? Because they received a payment and it wasn't credited according to 15 United States 1666. That's why. So you have to understand what is causing the violations instead of just listing a bunch of violations. Because that's what I see people doing far too many times is listing the violations, but then they can't list why it's a violation, why they shouldn't have done that, why it's a problem. And that's
Right.
what they're looking
So,
for. Otherwise, I don't know what you're talking about.
so to piggyback off what he just said, if y'all caught it, why is it a billing error? Because I sent you a payment and didn't credit, right? And he sent the registered mail like he was supposed to, he can track it. That's number one. And you have a registered mail number. They know what that is. But then people were asking on that post, well, what's going to happen to the negative $41,000? Well, if you go back to 1666 and it says that anytime your credit balance is over
$1,
$1, they have to immediately pay you. Well, we know negative means positive, right? So that negative 41,000, the reason it's not in his credit balance is because they asked him. Now you got the rights. They're going to be like, well, what do you want us to do with this? Now you have the right to tell them that it's over $1. I need you to mail me my check. Or he could have told him, put it on my bill for me to use it again. Right? So that constitutes a billing error. We done told y'all a billion times. This is how you stop your bills. Send that registered mail to their ass. And if they ignore it, talk about they didn't even send it back. Okay, open up a billing dispute. They have to leave your account alone for 90 days, right?
And
But
guess
you have to
what?
remember, right, that if you're sending them one every month, that's a new billing error dispute. So now you got 180 days you ain't paid nothing. They cannot collect.
Nope.
They cannot call you. They cannot do nothing until the investigation is done. But every single month that you're getting that bill, you're sending it in to them, right? Which is going to, and when they finally be like, damn, they ain't give up, just like they did him. And it's the end of the quarter, y'all. I keep telling y'all about these quarters. They had to balance that book. But because he was doing what he was supposed to do by endorsing and sending his bill, it made, because positive, negative, you know what I'm saying? There was a credit on his account. So they have to pay him the credit now. Y'all got it.
And
So this is how
if you,
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you go look, they straight up told him it's going to clear on the 7th. And once it clears on the 7th, he can either keep it on there or they will send him a refund check. They told him they will send him a refund check. The customer service. And they also told him, send it to any address you want. Make sure you give the billing dispute address a heads up that your payment is coming. Because now they know that he is a special case. And they're going to keep crediting it as long as he is breathing. As long as he send them an instrument, it's going to get credited. You
Nobody paid attention.
don't need no status, no nothing for that.
They didn't
You
pay
just
attention.
do it.
They didn't pay attention to the fact that the answers for anybody that got secrecy is on that post.
It's right there.
So
It's right there.
right, you know they can't by right just tell you, right? But
They have to show.
look at the questions he asked her. He said, okay, so I send it to the Dallas address every month. She said, you can send it wherever you want to. She cannot by right say, yes, just send it to them. But she just told you, hell yeah, that's where you send it at, right?
Yep.
And then he said, well, make sure you let the billing department know that it's coming. That is the billing error. Yeah, so she confirmed it without confirming it because they ain't gonna just flat out, they will never just flat out tell you. Like, they're not gonna tell him what you did was right. No, he gonna pop on his account like he did with a negative 41,000 in there, and now you have to call them because they're not gonna call you when you see that hit your account. Because what does 1666 say? It say that any credit balance over $1, but we've been looking at dollars with imaginary plus signs in front of them when you're looking for the negative.
Yep.
If they sent you to their lawyer, it's because you need to talk to him. If you knew what to say to the lawyer, you would have got your remedy. There's nothing wrong with that. The reason that they do that is because what is the purpose of a lawyer? What is the purpose of their legal department? To shield them from incoming claims, to make sure that they can settle any claims. So if you scared them enough to say, let me get you to our legal department, you are on the right track, but you got to know what to say to that lawyer about his prospectus, about his agreement with the SEC, and about the violations. Hold on, look. New being Trevor said, I have a negative 43,000 from the Minnesota Department of Revenue. I wish I could pin it.
Where is that?
She just commented it. Her name is NEU Being Treasure. New Being Treasure. I have a 43,000, negative 43,000 from the Minnesota Department of Revenue. Somebody else said, I discharged 2,300 from my PayPal on discharge that shit. Of course you did. That's the
answers are there, y'all. Should I open a billing dispute? She doesn't confirm.
How many times I have to tell y'all? My first discharge came from discharge that shit number one.
Why can't I see this? What's her name again?
New Being Treasure.
Oh, there you go. Hey, New Being. I know that's right, girl. Y'all want to see them negatives and shit? They made us think negatives was bad. No. No. I tried to tell y'all. It was just really just so all of y'all how to stop paying your bills. And they talking about sending you to his lawyer. Why are you even talking to them? Did we say he talked to them? He said every month he sent the bill. When they didn't credit it, he went online and did a billing dispute. You know, you can do a billing dispute online with any of these companies. It's there. You do a dispute. You put in your registered mail number, the whole 9 yards, the log, because it does say, why do you think they say your bill has to be due by 5 o'clock? That P.O. box is lockbox funding. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you take any bill right now and go in Google and take the P.O. box address off of one of your bills and you put it in Google, guess what's going to come up? The exact name of the company you're supposed to be paying. But I thought that was the post office. No, it's called lockbox funding. So that's why it says, and it's even in their prospectus. I put it, what class is that I did? I pulled it up in Mercedes, where it says the relationship they have with the United States Postal Service, and they have some interconnected system, which is the lockbox funding system, that when they scan your shit in by 5 o'clock, well, why by 5 o'clock? Because the post office closes at 5 o'clock. Ain't that right? Okay, that's why it's the end of a business day, because it's the post
Mm-hmm.
office. So as soon as
Mm-hmm.
they scan it in the post office, it hits Mercedes system, whoever's system. That's how, remember I told y'all some months ago that if your lights or your gas is about to be cut off, you call them and say, hey, I mailed you a payment. And they're going to say, well, when did you mail it? And you tell them, then they cannot legally cut you off. I had a few people do it the next day I said it. And they're like, well, shit, that shit do work. It does. Just tell them I'm mailing it. Because they know that the mail is the head of the treasury. Come on, y'all people.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got 153 days left in this year. We have given y'all the answer. The girl who bought the 6 houses in Jamaica on my damn post, she used discharge that shit one. And she went to reading and reading. She did it with an international bill of exchange. Well, why international? Because that's international land, because it's Jamaica. But if you are over here, you know, over on this side as a private banker, it could just be a private banker's draft. But what do I know?
Yeah. You just discharge it and everything. What do you know?
What
What
a,
do I know?
what a,
Ain't
All
getting
right,
checks
guys.
back for it. So
somebody said I
I
did
just made the
that for
form.
Pepco. Lights and AC still on.
Just made the form. I'm uploading it right now to the tree. For if y'all, we need to do corrections on those old audits that y'all got from another company. Okay, so I'm uploading that. It's on the tree. So just to submit, make sure you submit both the original audit that you got from the company and the original loan document, right? Whether it was a mortgage, credit card, or auto loan, make sure you upload that so that way we can check to make sure that it's correct. All right. And then we're going to reach back out to you with the contact information you provide and let you know what we found. Okay. So that's to help everybody out from all the old reports that they got. Let's see here. Didn't want to interrupt the flow. Keep with the flow.
yes, I'm excited, y'all. Mm-mm. Look,
All hands on
because y'all
deck,
think
y'all.
I be playing. I just pinned another one. I did that for Pico. Lights and AC still out. I keep trying to get you. I be on the game.
Told y'all.
It's more than one way to skin a cat, and I didn't learn how to skin it over 100 times. One little cat just want skinning the hell out of it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yep.
start from the legs, the arms, in the middle. It really don't matter.
All right. Let's see. Put a little logo, little thumbnail right there.
Somebody said I did my credit card. I gotta send receipt. DM me, bro. I'm gonna follow you after this.
Yeah, do it. I did it with I sent in a BOE for a vehicle. They just sent me the title and the payoff letter. Then they wanted to come back and say, "Oh, well, we didn't process the payment correctly." I'm like, "Yeah, but you didn't send it back, and I got a security audit. So what did you say?" And then they didn't hit me back again after that.
Because y'all got to remember, right?
Same.
When you send something in the mail and you call them and tell them how much it is, but when they scan it at the post office, because everything that's a negotiable instrument has to go through. So when they scan it at the post office, it automatically cleared the account. That's why sometimes, like he said, they'll take a negotiable instrument, pay it off, because it's all computer generated. The computer's gonna shoot that title out. The computer gonna shoot that payoff layer out. They may not realize until 2-3 weeks later you gave them a bill of exchange, but they don't hold the title any longer because the lien is gone. Y'all, there's so many ways to skin a cat. Find a cat and a scalpel and get to skinning.
Yep.
Telling you.
Yep. Hey guys, just so y'all know, TB Tizzle is helping out in the comments, so he's gonna be answering a lot of y'all's questions. I can't see them all right now, but he's gonna be helping out with questions about all the audits and everything like that. Okay, I'm gonna drop that comment one more time just so y'all have. There you go. All right, let's see. Yeah, so if y'all need help, TB Tizzle will help you out. Okay, in the comments. I'm trying to, trying to get in the flow. This is these lives. I mean, Tamika's been doing them for a long time, and she really doesn't have to be doing them, y'all. She don't need to be doing this, but she's doing it for y'all. So y'all are really lucky. Y'all are really lucky. I wish I had this support when I started 5 years ago. I kind of just someone told me about the 1099 OID and told me about the securities on the court case, and I just looked up, what that was, what a security was, and I just went with it. I just went with it, and it worked. I'm very blessed that happened, and it led me this path. Very, very blessed.
Same with me, actually. Funny enough, I heard about the bonds on the court case, and it led me down a rabbit hole. And then I found Wonderland.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah, I told myself I wasn't leaving. It's a lot better here.
Right. Oh, I agree. Man, y'all flooding me. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try to answer you guys on here. I got y'all on my computer too. I did that for Pepco. Lights and AC still on. That's awesome. Saving Private Writing. That's a great name too, by the way. You got a great username.
I didn't even notice that. That is pretty great.
So
it's your money. Use it when you need it.
Yep.
877 cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Do you have a structured settlement and need your money now? We all have structured settlements.
Yeah, all of us. We all
lied
have
to us.
equity stake. All right, there we go. Let me put this in a little document here. Let's see, what kind of audit? All right.
Is there a limit on how far back you can go with the audits?
I mean, we have had one come back from the late 80s.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
A Harmony Royal Star.
Yeah, haven't had anything later than that. As long as the registration was a thing, then you can do it.
Yeah, because the Social Security number was created and came out in 1987.
Boom, boom.
I'm sorry, the credit report.
All right.
Credit report came out in 1987. I was 7. They had to do no credit or none of that back then. They just go get what they wanted. They came out with credit scores in 1987. Was just right around the time that they made Bloomberg in Wall Street. They did Wall Street opening in 1990. Y'all should go back and watch that old movie with Eddie Murphy, and oh my God, what was the other guy name? White guy,
Oh,
curly hair.
you talk
But
about the Trading Places movie?
it's called Trading Places, y'all. I love that movie as a kid, y'all. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna sit in my theater room today because I never sit in there, and I think I'm gonna go watch that movie, right? Because I love that movie as a kid. Did not know why, and it was called Trading Places, and they just flat out told us what they did with the start of Wall Street, that they traded places. The bankers traded places with us, right? Go watch the movie. It came out in the 80s. It's called Trading Places. Eddie Murphy is in it. Look at it with what you know now. You're going to be like, what? And everything they did happened on Wall Street. They're telling us that they traded places with us on Wall Street. Like, this was a hell of a freaking movie. And then it should make you mad. Because you're like, wait a minute. They've been telling us. But remember, they use the law of the land more than we use it.
Yep.
Because they karmic law is if I tell them. They have been playing a movie in front of our face since we have been kids. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hypnotized. You understand what I'm saying? Like the little wine with the lady for the Disney, that's a wine. She done made a wish. Y'all know that y'all don't see her no more since the queen died. Oh, okay. But anyway, yeah.
Hey.
And I gotta go back now too, and y'all go. And this is no disrespect to nobody that is not here any longer.
Right.
But even Miss Sonya Massey, rest your soul, baby. Please rest your soul. In Springfield, Illinois, I'm like, dang, that where the fucking Simpsons was. So now I'm looking for the Simpsons episode because trust and believe me, it's on there. Because it happened in Springfield, Illinois. That part. Everything is a show. We need to raise the people vibrations in a negative manner so we can harvest this on, because we're getting weak because these motherfuckers is beating us. They starting to get checks from the treasury and shit. Like, we need to harvest their energy, so why not make it a race war? You know, George Floyd, Tallahassee Massey. They'll sacrifice anybody for their fucking agenda. Unfortunately, rest your soul, darling. If that was even real, we don't know.
I don't know what fried chicken day is, but it's got to be racist. I'm telling you. I'm
We
telling
got a
you.
fried chicken day?
Somebody said, shake my head, and on fried chicken day. And I'm like, it's got to be
Chicken
racist.
day. Are you sure that's just not what they had? That's like their Sunday thing, you know? Like we had Taco Tuesdays, you know? I've got a Mexican family.
I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know, but I'm eating chicken right now, so I'll take it. Fried chicken day.
All right. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm just answering all y'all's. Got a lot of messages here. I'm just answering everybody.
And people
you see mine yet?
when people wonder why I don't never answer my DM, that's why, right there, baby.
Guys, spots are filling up. Y'all better get it now. Spots are filling up.
Let me get the link, bro. I need it.
Yeah,
I'll.
Yeah, it's in my link tree.
Was it?
You can get
it the Was it the workshop?
Yep, the workshop. Mm-hmm. And guys, I posted the form to fill out for y'all's old audits. So go ahead and upload them, and we'll get back with you.
Help is on the way.
Yep. Yeah, we had
Calvary has arrived.
certain someone's been texting me a bunch of times. I had to mute the notifications. To me, guys.
Kind of pressure. I know that's right. I can't wait to whatever you're talking about. I like surprises. Good ones. Peace, Pastor Freedom. Only DM when you give special instructions. That's right. That's I don't know. How y'all keep getting talking about y'all got scammed in y'all DM. When y'all hear me say I don't answer my DMs. If I come to your DM or I answer you, it's off of a humbug. For real. And I make sure that I say, yes, it's really me.
Yeah, like we don't follow you and message y'all. So when these
Nope.
accounts, and I've seen it because like I'll have burner accounts, and as soon as you follow me or Auntie, you get 50 scammers who follow you back, and it's clearly not us. Like
Yep.
you can look at the followers we have on our page, and these people DM you like, "Hey, did you know about the class? Did you know about the class?" And then they're like, "Yeah, we have a class coming," and then you send them $300 to a Cash App that say John Smith. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not John Smith. Auntie definitely ain't John Smith. Why are y'all sending money to John Smith for a Path to Freedom class and then they charging you $300? I don't like. I don't know how y'all fall for these scammers because they're not even good. And me and Auntie have both turned off the ability to download our videos. So you will notice that all of these scammer pages have videos from 2022, mid
Yep.
2023. They don't have any of the new videos we post. So I just don't know how anybody can get got with these imposters.
Yeah, me either, man. Like I actually, yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. I actually had two Path to Freedom accounts with little variations in the spelling follow me, like
Mm-hmm.
about like a couple hours ago, and with like 50 followers, 60 followers, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, come on, y'all.
But
Like,
oh
I
no,
will
he got a new.
never, I will never message you first. Okay, just so you know,
But,
I'm only answering my DMs for right now. Very soon, I will not. But I will never message you first. Okay, I will never do that ever. I've
Oh,
had some people say that. I never do.
but they didn't got real creative, right? The
mm-hmm.
scammers. First of all, y'all go to their page and hit history. It'll tell you how long their page been open, and if it was even in the United States. A lot of them are Nigerian pages, but that one person actually took the time to recreate my form. Not only recreate my form, created a Cash App that says Paths to Freedom Train. Y'all know that's not mine. But
Mm-hmm.
they paid for my class too. Clearly, they paid for it because they end up getting the link. So they sent the link to the people, but they paid the wrong person. So as I'm going through it, and I feel bad, but I don't feel bad because I told y'all don't get scammed, right? If y'all know that my class is closed, how you buy a class last week? I've been saying it was closed. Our
Mm-hmm.
links are only in our bios, but because of the variations they made it seem, and it's sad because this person got in the first class, but they won't get in
Yep.
another one because you didn't pay me. And should I feel bad? Yeah. But am I about to feel bad? No, because we keep telling y'all, like, I'm not coming to your DM sending you no link. I'm not sending you no. If you in VIP, you get a link. If
Yep.
it is nowhere else, and I post it in VIP, then I tell y'all when they come off because y'all get the links first, right? So it's like y'all got scammed, and now I feel bad, but I don't feel bad because people need to pay attention, right? But more importantly, if you never take one of my classes, discharge that shit. One is free. Recording national status is free. I deliberately put these videos free for y'all. I put them free because the answers are there, are they? And that was when I was doing 4 or 5 hour classes. I stopped doing that. Like y'all ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? But all the answers are there, and a lot of the big wins, the real big wins, is coming off of the free videos. But see, people
Yep.
don't value free. That's your problem. Y'all
Yep.
don't value
Mm-mm.
free. Y'all don't value when people give y'all discounts. Y'all don't value that. But pay top dollar, I bet your ass would have read. It's free. The answers is free. And it ain't nothing by the grace of God that dang on video still up there. Because the way that is, I guess because it's just not so clear cut like step one, step two, that shit would have been down. But I gave y'all the answers to succeed. And we really want y'all to succeed. We want y'all to succeed like there is no tomorrow. Now you got another missing piece. So guess what? Me and nephew not gonna feel bad. We not gonna feel bad when y'all say we don't get it. We not gonna feel bad. Y'all looking at a dang on instrument on a post and say, well, what kind of instrument to send them? Man,
Mm.
I would have been a snapshot. Let me scroll up. Let me see what color paper is that. What that look like for real, right? But because so many of y'all didn't got direct deposits since the 2000s, you forgot what a regular check looked like, didn't you? We did. They wanted to make sure y'all don't know what a regular check look like, do you? You know, we used to
For
have to take care of these
sure.
things. And it used to have a stub on the top for us, right? When we had jobs, and they had the check at the bottom, and you had to rip it off. Then on Friday, you used to have to go stand in the line at the bank, and you used to be like, damn, let me go on my lunch break so I can get here before the bank get crowded because everybody got paid on Friday. You know what I'm saying? We used to take those type of things there. And if you know that you a private banker, right? So now the kid is finding out, well, where do I find the routing number? Ooh, now you gotta go read because I don't know. The account
Mm-hmm.
number, you should know that. They gave you an account number already when your mama signed up for some shit. So what's my account number? They gave it to you. You've been carrying it around, slinging it, giving it to everybody, not realizing the account
Mm-hmm.
number that you gave them. So now you just gotta find the routing number. If y'all can't figure that out, I don't know what to tell you. But you can gift the people, and we've been telling y'all to gift them. But you better gift them right, because don't mess up the system for those of us that know how, because y'all constantly sending shit and it ain't right. And it has to go to the right place. Well, how you going to find that out? Go read.
Go read. But it was great being on with y'all. I do got to step away,
Yep.
though. It was an absolutely wonderful
Yeah,
time. But I'm going to
it's
leave
all of
y'all
our
in the.
signs. It is all of our signs to get off. So I'm going to put the link
Yeah,
in my bio, and I see Brendan, sorry,
it's all good.
is responding to you guys or whatever the case may be. I'm very
Yep.
excited about it. For you guys that's in the trust class, I will see you guys on Saturday. The link will come to your DM, your inbox, excuse me, your email. Sometime on Saturday, you do have to register. The class will lock at 7:15. Okay, there will be a series of emails that you will get, one including an NDA, because enough is enough of y'all thinking y'all gonna play with my stuff. And unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
if you got hit by the scammer and you didn't say anything to me personally, then I do apologize. That is a lesson learned for you, but not a lesson learned for me, and you will not get in. Okay, so I'm just telling y'all that now. And on that note, you guys have a very amazing night. And if I was you, I would go back and listen to a part of this live where we just told everybody, 678 people, how to go put your bill in a billing error for the rest of this year, so you can stack your bread, so you can go get the trust and things that you need and things that you need to invest in. If you ain't got to pay that car note, or you ain't got to pay that lights and your
Yep.
gas because you have properly stamped endorsement by the. Okay, so look, I'm gonna tell y'all again before I get off. Stamp endorsed sin by the due date. What is the stamp? 31 CFR 328.5 and 6, or they're plastered all over my page. You are going to stamp it there. You're going to make the bottom like a check. Well, what does it look like? Go pull many of the receipts that's on the page, scop it, screenshot it, make it big. See how they wrote it? You do the same thing, right? You're going to put in that envelope, and you're going to make sure that you mail it by when? By the due date. Okay, if you know that you sent it and then you don't see it credited, you ain't even got to call them and say shit. I would immediately put it in what's called a billing error. What would I use for the billing error? The registered mail number to show that you have sent it off, for the amount in which it is that you sent it off, and etc. They have to keep it in billing error status for at least a minute, 90 days. Okay, 90 days. But guess what? The next month you're gonna get another bill. So you're gonna send that off. You don't see that credit, you're gonna turn around and do another billing error. But guess what? In the process of doing that billing error, they can't cut you off. They can't ask for no payment. They can't do nothing until the investigation is done. But because you got a USPS registered mail number, they ain't gonna be too quick to be like, oh no, fuck you. They're gonna be like, God damn, here come another one. Y'all get what I just said? So I hope y'all
Yeah.
caught that. And on that note, y'all have a very, very, very good night. Blue.
Good
You
night.